Ordered the FBI to cease and desist all undercover investigations 2 years ago.
Well, here's what we can do in Missouri. With the right kind of attorney general and the right kind of governor, we can do what we want to do. And we can push back and we can sue that federal government. I tell you, the encroachment and these executive orders that are coming down, and folks, we have yet to see the worst. You know, in the next 6 months, all heck is going to break loose here. And so we have to protect the citizens of Missouri. It starts with our local sheriffs, police departments, be sure they have the funding and the resources. They're stretched thin. Right now, that Ferguson effect, they're having a tough time recruiting folks to come on in and help out. So all I can tell you is that we will fight back all the way with every available resource possible. And folks, to tie in what you just said here, when President Obama, the front page of the New York Post reported today, the problem in Orlando was because we're the problem. America's the problem. Americans are the problem. That's why they had that killing of 50 people. No. The last time I heard, there was an Islamic terrorist who called in 911 and said, you know, we're going on the attack. Okay. We have allowed immigration to be unchecked. Syrian refugees coming into our state, the absolute disaster that's happening to our states, and that's why I'm saying, folks, we draw a wall around Missouri against this federal government and fight back with every resource we have available. And we're going to do that job, and we're going to do it for you and for all the citizens of Missouri. Hey, I'm a Marine. Years ago, I raised my hand to defend this country from all enemies, foreign and domestic. Back that time, it was Vietnam. Who would have ever guessed domestic? Okay? That oath of office, my friends, has no expiration date. We will continue to fight to defend this Constitution, and with your help and support, I will lead that fight here in Missouri. Hoorah.
Yeah. She has another question.
Fire away. With the name of like Janelle, that sounds like my wife. She's always asking me questions too, challenging me.
As governor, what can or will you do to stop the shameful and ridiculous practice of granting full scholarships to so-called refugees who have never set foot on U.S. soil? I am outraged that my mom and I struggle so hard to pay for my college while these so-called refugees get a free pass.
I mean, it's absolutely horrible. Just a disaster. $20,000 per Syrian refugee is the beginning of support. Anybody know any vets that have had a problem with the VA hospitals?
Right here.
Okay. Hey, what about taking care of our veterans first before unnamed Syrian refugees, right?
Amen.
You know, we have lost our priorities in this state all the way. America first. Let's be proud of that. You know, not Syria first, not unnamed refugees. And I tell you, these are unvetted. We don't know who they are. There's no way to vet them. And frankly, and I had a discussion with the governor of South Carolina, and she says, John, you know, the problem we have is that the State Department will not communicate at all with the governors of the states. They just shove these people right on top of us. So we don't know who they are or what's going on. But that ties in very closely to your first question. Okay, what's going on in the mosque? What's going on with these refugees, and why are we funding these? And folks like yourself are saving, working hard, scraping together for your own education, taking away the resources for good Americans. So let's put the veterans first. Again, we do everything we can. We just have it. That's why I said, folks, we have an out-of-control federal government. Okay? And with the right president, the right Congress, the right Senate, maybe things slow down. But the judiciary is out of control too. So, I mean, we're in a war. We're in a battle. This is no longer politics. We are defending our values and our core principles as we did 240 years ago. Great questions. I bet you got a third one.
If you don't mind me asking, do you support Donald Trump?
I support the nominee of the Republican Party. Here's what I don't support. I do not support Hillary Clinton. I do not support her nominees to the Supreme Court. I do not support her promotion of the EPA and taking away our property rights and waters of the U.S. and all that other horrible stuff coming down here. We have to unify to defeat Hillary. Now, I know there's a lot of noise going on, and if we're divided, we're going to lose, okay? And I know us as Republicans and independent people, especially you folks down in Butler County, you just want to be left alone. Okay? You want your freedom. Just government get out of the way. And the left are totalitarian. They march together in step. They know how to get. That's their nature. Okay, but folks, we got to pull together and get in step. I'll never forget, you know, in Marine Corps boot camp, they do this close order drill where they're making march up and down on the parade deck. They call it parade deck. It's a piece of asphalt. And I never knew that. But anyways, and I want to be sure we all are starting a march in step. A bunch of civilians who just volunteered, and eventually we got it down. To the left, turn left, and everybody left. To the right, turn right. Forward, march, stop, halt, everything else. We got to pull together like a bunch of Marines to fight for our liberties here. And once we get our freedoms back, you know, with right people standing guard, then we get back to our lives and our freedoms here. So we got a great opportunity. Don't be discouraged. We can still vote. We still have an election. Obama has not suspended the elections. Okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we can continue to fight this good fight. But folks, don't let this opportunity slip through your hands right now. Get a guy up there, this Marine, can't be bought, and who believes in our constitutional principles and a man of faith.
Another question over here.
Sure.
I'm in sales and I'm in hundreds of businesses throughout the